An older woman sets plastic bridges under 13 strings.
I feel koto music, it's the beauty of the long instrument, the resonance. It keeps you grounded.
June Kuramoto, 2024 NEA National Heritage Fellow. Outside a house, June plays a wooden instrument measuring 6 feet long by 14 inches wide.
The koto is the national instrument of Japan. It came from China around 700 AD.
June wears picks on her right thumb and 2 fingertips as she presses strings down with her left hand.
The koto's been my friend almost 70 years. It shared my life with me, and it's been through everything with me, the good and the bad.
East Los Angeles, California. Inside the house, June hangs a mobile consisting of thousands of colorful paper cranes. Black and white family photos.
I was born in Japan, but we came to America when I was about 5.5 years old. When I first moved to America, I really missed Japan. I always wanted to go back. I always felt like I didn't belong. When I was about 7 years old, I heard the koto at an event. I fell immediately in love with it, and I begged my mother to let me learn how to play. That was my initial cry for my country to go back home. That was my song of heartbreak.
She sifts through a photo album.
This is my teacher, Kazue Kudo. She was very strict, and I have the same reputation as she does. I'm the meanest teacher around.
Flowers surround young June.
In my early teen years, my friends used to make fun of me for playing grandma's music. They thought it was boring and when I tried to practice with them. And I was very hurt because they didn't like what I was doing. But I thought, well, if I could put this instrument in maybe more contemporary setting, that maybe the people will hear the beauty of this instrument and the beauty of the music, and then eventually dive into the culture as well. So when I was in college, I found a band called Hiroshima, and they were unusual rock band, kind of, avant-garde. And I thought, oh, these people will probably be more open to something weird like the koto.
Kimo Cornwell, keyboard, Hiroshima.
My dream was to introduce the koto to many, many people, just for the sound that, look at this instrument. Isn't it beautiful?
June sets her koto on the floor.
The band's been together for over 40 years. It was one of the best things that happened to me. It helped me create my own voice.
June pulls on gloves.
My teacher would say it takes 10 years to learn to play koto, but stringing the koto, it's a whole art in itself.
He kneels on one end.
In Japan, they have a koto stringer. For me, someone who travels around the world, I have to string my own. It took me about 20 years to learn to string it.
Like threading needles.
I take care of my instrument. I love it, I respect it, and that's how I teach it to my, students. I've been teaching for 50 years.
A montage of class pictures.
Being Japanese American, for me to carry on this tradition, is just as important as breathing. It's the koto who gives me the root to both Japan and here. It was my home. Not Japan was my home, but the koto was.
June smiles brightly as she plays. In 2024, the National Endowment for the Arts presented June Kuramoto the NEA National Heritage Fellowship Award, the highest form of recognition for the folk and traditional arts by the United States government. For more information, visit arts.gov/heritage. Credits include Director-Producer Olivia Marion.